Hello and welcome to the mat, guys. Today's practice, day 4 of the chronic pain and inflammation challenge. Today's practice is going to be sort of a yin style practice for that pain and also those who suffer from fibromyalgia. So, again, this practice is very soft, very gentle. Not going to move a whole lot, so it's just to relax the mind and the muscles of the body. So, if you have a bolster or a pillow, definitely grab it. We'll use it today. So, if you're ready, we'll just get started. Come into a child shape. I'm going to use the bolster for this. Again, if you don't have a bolster, you can always use a pillow, just something to sort of relax over. So this is where we're going to start. So again, just soften in just a moment, and you can relax a cheek to the mat if that feels good. Then begin to settle in. So take some time here. Maybe you need to bring your big toes together. Soften in. Relax your fingers, and maybe those hands just gently rest inside of one another or out in front of you. Maybe you're looking for a little extra grounding, so fingertips wide, your palms just rest on the mat. Got about a minute on each side, so I really want you to take time to breathe a little extra space into the hips. So again, the hips don't have to touch the feet, and if you needed a a block back here for a little extra added support, you could always use that as well. But again, just settling in, softening down. And once you find that little softening space, just begin to breathe. Relaxing your jaw. And when you're ready, you're slowly, keep your eyes closed if you want. You're just going to take your other cheek to the mat. So again, just softening one more time, gentle movement here, settle in. And just begin to breathe. Smooth breath in and out. Allowing the body to get heavy on that bolster. Maybe noticing as you inhale, the spine separates vertebrae by vertebrae a little longer, getting a little lengthier in the spine. Just allowing your thoughts to soften. So if you're feeling a lot of anxiety, if your mind is zipping around and you're feeling a little anxious this evening or whatever time you're practicing, just maybe envision those thoughts starting to fall to the ground like leaves. So they just sort of pile up gently and just soften towards the ground as you breathe. Good. One more breath here. And then slowly, as you start to slide the hands next to one another, you gently begin to press yourself up. And then you can move that bolster out of the way as you shift forward to all four.
Good. So take a moment when you get there, maybe take the knees, hips side to side. Good. Taking just a moment, maybe stretch the legs. Good. And then slowly, I want you to inhale as you round, pulling that belly button in towards your chest. And then softly drop it towards the mat as you look up. And exhale, round. Maybe you can find your own rhythm here. It doesn't always have to be in line with mine, but I really want you to take a moment, pull the breath in as you drop the belly. And then exhale softly as you round. Good, just a few more. Inhale. And exhale. Good, one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good, as you take a moment, we're going to move into thread the needle. So you're going to inhale, lift the right arm nice and high. Exhale, you're going to bring it all the way through. So softening down for a moment. You can leave the left hand by your face if that feels right, or you can take the bind and let it rest on the low back. Whatever feels comfortable for you here. You have about 4 or 5 breaths. Again, we won't be here super long. Take your time. Just a very slow and intentional practice today as we move. Good. Slowly bring that hand back beside your face. Lift those right fingertips up. And exhale, take them down. Same thing, left side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread it all the way through, taking that opposite cheek to the mat. Again, you have the option to take the bind here, or you can just rest that arm by your face, whatever feels right for you. And again, settling in for about 4 breaths. We're a little shorter with our breath. We're not going to spend as much time here because sometimes this can feel intense on the shoulders and the neck. So again, just taking a few breaths. Notice where your body might be holding or resisting. You have the bind. I want you to slowly release that hand back to the mat. You're going to press into the mat. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, both hands plant. So here you're going to take just a moment. You're going to tuck your toes. And you're just going to press all the way back. Good. So you're just going to pedal the feet here. So nothing super exciting, super intense happening. Just gentle as you drop one heel and then the other. Maybe take your time. Again, softening the body. Relaxing the head all the way down. So you're not holding it up. You're not putting any unnecessary tension on the spine. Good. Just a few more. Then we're going to have a little bit of a hold. So next time you inhale, you're going to lift up, and then you're just going to exhale. So you can take a wider downward facing dog here if you want. Maybe the feet come out a little wider, and you're just going to hold, okay, for about 10 seconds. So just softening the body, softening the heels. Anytime this becomes too much, you can always drop to the knees, but just gently stretching. Good. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower those knees down. Good. Once you get there, you're you're going to make your way to your belly. Okay, so you're going to take your time getting there. Again, sometimes you need to move really slow. So softening. Once you get there, you're going to stack your hands on top of each other. I want you to take a moment to sort of settle in. So again, pressing that pubic bone into the mat. You're just going to relax your head down here. So whatever feels right. If it really, really hurts you to lie flat, you can always slide a bolster under your feet just to give you a little added support. Otherwise, you're just going to soften the forehead down. Good. You have about 30 seconds here. So again, this is just a softer practice today, just to sort of release the body, release tension out of the muscles and the joints. Allow you to help soften your mind and your thoughts. Notice if you can give your body the space to just really relax onto the mat, to get heavy. Muscles relax, the shoulders, everything soft. Next inhale, slowly lift. So you're going to slide the elbows just underneath you, just a little bit. So you're going to rise to that Sphinx pose. So your thumbs are just, they can touch or have a little space in between them. So I want you to inhale, look up, take a breath in, and then exhale. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Good. See if you can soften the tension out of your butt cheeks, out of your legs. Inhale, lift. Gently stretching that front of the body all the way down. And then exhale, you're going to let those elbows softly come out to the side. You're going to slide your hands back, maybe tuck your toes just a little bit. I want you to inhale, softly press up. Take your time getting there. Slowly coming back to that child shape, just to reset and balance out the back. So taking your time. Nice deep breath in and out here. And one more breath. And slowly start to press yourself up. Now I want you to come all the way onto your back. Once you get there, you're going to take your, oh, it feels so good. You're going to take your right knee in towards your chest. You're going to stretch that left leg long. Take a moment, take a few breaths. Relax your shoulders. Relax the jaw. Take another breath in, and as you exhale, you're just going to take it over towards the left. And normally I would cue that you could stretch your arm out, but today I want you just to keep your hand on the back of your hip. So that way there's a lot happening, but I don't want you to strain too much. Sometimes that can be a little bit painful. So again, just a smooth breath in and out. next breath in takes you back to center. Maybe stretch that leg long just a moment, and then softly set it down. Your left knee's going to come in, so that right leg's going to stretch all the way out. Good. Taking a moment here, softening through the shoulders once again. Maybe take that ankle around a couple of times. As you exhale, you're going to drop over to the right this time. Again, hand just resting as a little bit of a kickstand. Good, taking your time. Good, just 2 breaths here. And then inhale, bringing you back to that center space. Taking that knee into your chest once more. Taking that right knee in to meet the left. Good, and then softening those legs all the way up, stretch long. Good, and soften. So we're going to have just a minute or two of meditation. This is where that bolster comes in super handy. So we are going to do one of my favorite poses, the way to get into meditation. I love this. I use it a lot at night. So if you're doing this as an evening practice, this is perfect. You're just going to want to take your hips really close to the wall. So if you're on the bolster or you're going to get on the bolster, you can make your way. I probably look really funny doing this, but up onto the wall. You can get on your bolster, and it does take a little finagling to get there. But you want your bottom as close to the wall as you can get it. When you get to that comfortable space, I want you to separate the shoulder blades, and your legs can rest at the wall. This helps relax the body. It helps lower the blood pressure, relieves anxiety, and it just feels really good. And if the bolster is uncomfortable, you don't have to use it. You can always just skip it and just go straight to the wall. Once you get there, once you settle in, maybe soften your knees. You could even bring the feet together if that feels right for you. Again, just listening to your body. Mine feel better today, stretched out. And then just softly allow the body to melt into the mat. To melt into the space. To restore not just the body, but mind and soul. Shavasana. softly as you start to follow the sound of my voice. I want you to pull that breath into your belly a little deeper the next time you inhale. Just start to slowly release the legs. Now, if you have time and you want to stay, you're more than welcome to stay in this space. Otherwise, you're going to start to move your fingers and your toes. Take the arms over your head as you stretch. Take a moment to roll to that right side for a second. Maybe just finding that fetal shape. When you're ready, you can keep your eyes closed. Again, you can stay where you are, or you can keep your gaze soft as you meet back on the mat to close out today's practice. Just bring your hands to your heart for just a moment. Notice your heart beating in your chest. Notice that calm state of being. Being aware that our feelings are so deeply connected to the muscles and the myofascia that is inside of us. That trauma, things that have affected us, whether it be past, present, or things that even haven't happened yet, that we constantly worry about, they affect us. Every time you step on the mat, you're letting a little piece of that go. So wherever you go, the rest of your day, the rest of your practice, the rest of your week, remind yourself that you are worthy of this space, that you are worthy of love, and to live in a state of calm that doesn't involve being in pain. It is always such an honor to meet in this space. Namaste.